What's going on? It's your guy Al Selector. We got our guy God in the building and John Doe. What's going on? God, what's going on, bro? God, you there? Okay, John Doe, what's going on, man? How's everything going, bro?
I'm fine. I'm okay. This game was easier to watch, even though we lost. It was a lot easier to stomach.
Yeah,
Agree?
this game, yeah, you're right on that. I did see some good things out of this game. I can't lie to you. There was some stuff there that I was actually pleased about. I like the way Pascal Siakam played tonight. He played pretty big. He played very efficient. I like what I saw from also OG Anunoby as well. I think overall, I think you know what, we'll go to you. We'll let you start off
Pretty much.
first. What was your take? What did you see? What did you think was the issue there?
Oh, definitely playing Baines with 0 points is
Yeah.
bad, but his defensiveness is the real problem because. And also, it was kind of a combination of Baines being atrocious and nobody guarding the 3-point line on switches besides like Pascal and Boucher.
Yeah.
Everyone else was being way too slow. Powell, especially, he got exposed at the 3-point line tonight
Yeah,
quite
he
a few times,
definitely did.
trying to go
Yeah.
out on defenders, getting shot over. Same thing with Fred. He got shot over a couple times. He didn't do a whole lot, but he had 35 points last game, so you kind of let him slide because he can pop off. But like Powell, he's not been doing the offensive. He's not. I don't know.
Yeah, like you
Him
know
being
what
your
though?
best player off the bench isn't going to win you a lot of games right now. I'll just
Yeah,
say that.
Powell wasn't that efficient tonight. Like as far as him coming off the bench, did he have productivity? Yes, he did. He did have moments where you saw things and you were like, okay, you know what? But yeah, still not enough though, man.
Sixth man though. He's like you're supposed to be your sixth man though.
Yeah,
So he's not like the eighth, ninth man in the rotation. He should
yeah,
have some production. He's getting almost 20 minutes a night if he's playing well.
yeah, yeah. He ended up finishing with 26 minutes, 13 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover.
Ooh, stat sheet stuffer.
Yeah, 2 for 7,
Not
two
really.
for seven, 2 for 7 field goal. Yeah, at 28.5%. 7 for 8 at the free throw line. 2 for 5 at 3 points. He just did. He was
Just a score.
Yeah, he was a scorer. He put up a few buckets tonight. We could say that, like 13
But
points.
just
Yeah.
a scorer who isn't overwhelmingly scoring the bucket at a phenomenal rate right now.
Yeah, God, I think you have a problem with your
That's
mic,
the
bro.
problem.
Yeah, God, you have a problem with your mic. I think you got to get that. You got to. We'll get back to you. Just get that fixed, and we'll get back to you.
Probably.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway.
So it's tough, man. Like honestly, I'm not gonna lie. The production coming out of the bench was not good at all. Like
It's not just Powell; it's the guys behind him too.
Yeah, like Malachi Flynn finally
Boucher's been pretty consistent.
Yeah,
He didn't wow you, but he's been okay.
Yeah, Malachi Flynn got about 3 minutes, and then outside of Malachi Flynn, what is it? Wannabe? I can't pronounce his name. I don't want to butcher the guy's name.
Watanabe? Yeah,
Watanabe. He got about 15 minutes, 3 points, honestly, I think what killed us was the rebounding. I think we don't have. Unfortunately, I think
we've been out rebounded almost every game of the year, if not every game of the year but one.
Yeah, I think. If you look at it in hindsight, it was kind of like our smallest guys were getting the rebound. So it's kind of like, look, we were depending too much on guys like Pascal Siakam.
I've always said that Baines is better at boxing out than he is rebounding, and that doesn't work on a team that doesn't have any size.
Yeah, he's just. I think honestly, they may have to cut bait with him because it's like 13 minutes, 0 points, 5 rebounds, and that was all he gave us the whole entire night. One block, 1 turnover. Like he literally did absolutely nothing the whole entire night. He was virtually like not.
Where's the Baines fan club now?
Yeah, it's just I think. Did you hear that quote by what's his name over here? Our guy over here, Serge Ibaka.
Oh no, I didn't.
He supposedly said something along the lines of, I just gotta find it, but he said something along the lines of he was upset. There it is. There's the quote. Okay, the Raptors. This is from Serge Ibaka's mouth, according to expert
Okay.
Michael Grains. I
Yeah,
don't
I know
know.
who that is. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah,
So he said the Raptors first offer about 12 million for the
12 million.
two,
Yeah.
yeah 2020-2012 season was below what he was expecting. And while Toronto came up to 14 million, they were still trying to keep some powder dry to pursue Gasol. That didn't go over well with Ibaka, who, according to multiple sources, resented having to play behind the Spanish international and wasn't going to sign on for a shared role again. Man, I don't know, man. That's pretty tough, man. That's tough to hear. Tough to
Well,
hear.
yeah, I don't know. That's kind of like it was. They now 14 million. I guess he just wanted to be the starter, which Gasol wasn't coming back anyway. But
I don't understand
I
why they
guess he
couldn't
didn't know
just.
that.
Yeah, I don't think he knew that, but I don't understand. Gasol, you could see the writing was all over the wall, but I don't know why they didn't just do the right thing, man. They should have just gave him a little something more, man, and just kind of just let's try to at least work out something or whatever the case may be. But I don't know. Right now, you could see where we're lacking. We could even see where Gasol and Ibaka are missed right now. Like this is a game we would have won if we had those two guys on the court. You know that.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's kind of like they're missing.
I'm curious behind the scenes what the Toronto Raptors front office thinks of Ibaka.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
how mad do you think they are at him on a scale from 1 to 10, Masai
They're
Ujiri?
not mad, bro.
I don't think they're mad. I don't think they should be mad. At the end of the day, it's kind of like they have to go to him. They have to negotiate with him, right? It's kind of like he's working on his best interest. So it's kind of
Well,
like
how much million did he take a year though?
was he getting? How much is he getting? Is it 19?
10.
Is it 10 this season?
10 for 2 years.
9 point something.
Oh,
9
10
point
for 2
something a
years.
year.
Oh, 9 point something.
9 point
Okay.
something a year. Yeah, and they're
So
not gonna. He's probably not gonna accept the second year, so he'll be getting 9 point something million. The Raptors went up to 14. They
Yep.
probably
Yeah.
would have went a little higher if he wouldn't have got so offended about them still trying to bring back Gasol. That sounds like what the real problem is.
Yeah, it
They
kind of.
probably would have went up to 15 or 16, but he just got subpoenaed.
Yeah.
And
I
then
think you're onto some, John. Though I think you're right with that one over there. Like I honestly
But
think.
they went from 12 to 14, and then he's like, they're like, well, we're still trying to sign Gasol because you ideally you want to bring both of them back, right?
Yeah.
And I
Which
think that's
makes
what they
sense.
were trying to do. But
Yeah.
he got mad. So that's just kind of the deal of the way the cookie crumbled. I can't blame anybody on that. I see what both sides were trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but listen. All right, this is the thing. Like, say this is the year we don't make the playoffs. This is the perfect year. Next year we go back to Toronto. We get whoever we get. We're gonna get a star because it's a good draft, and then we can run it back next year.
Bro, but
Yeah, we are 1-6.
it sounds good. It sounds good, man, when you say it. But like, come on, bro. Nothing is promised. We don't know if we're even gonna go back to Toronto next year. And on top of that, too, it's kind of like,
You just need Evan Mobley. Okay.
yeah, man.
He's the one player out of the draft that I thought would actually fit the Raptors that high in the draft if they were actually like that bad of a team. If the record keeps going like it is, because we have no center.
Yeah, we have absolutely no center, which is tough, man. Like,
So I looked at the top 10 prospects, and the only one I saw that I really liked was Evan Mobley. I was like, he could probably help the team come in and play at 5 and 4. Huh?
What about Cade?
Who?
Cade
Cunningham? Nah, he's a point guard. He could help our team a lot, but he's like, I don't know where you slot him in. Like Kyle gone, then you put him in. Sure, if you're that high, but he's number 1 for sure. If you're anything under number 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 is where they think Evan Mobley might go.
oh, is he that good?
Yeah, they don't think he'll go past 5 or 6 most likely. That's what I'm saying, because we're projected to have the number 2 or number 1 pick right now. We're like bad right now. But I'm just saying if it progresses to that and we have like the 5, 6 pick, and Evan Mobley somehow is there because he's projected some to go to 3 to 5 and maybe even 6. But he's a pretty good player. He's the only one I thought that would like really fit the Raptors. He's a big who can space the floor and do all kinds of other stuff. Put the ball on the floor.
What about
He
the
just needs to
guy?
bulk up a bit.
What about the guy Jalen Green? What do you guys think about him?
Another guard. I wasn't looking at them. They all may be great players. I was just looking at bigs. That's the only thing I was looking at. Like what big would be able to fit the team. That's the only thing I looked at. Was what power forward / center would be able to fit the team. And the only one I found that I liked was Evan Mobley. Yeah, and he's like they compare him to like a LaMarcus Aldridge but faster.
Okay.
A little more athletic.
I got to take a look at this guy. I'm gonna definitely go and do some research on this guy because I've never even heard of him. To be honest with you, there's a lot of guys that I don't even know of. Like I just only know like the hot studs or guys that I just happen to see on television that are playing.
I think probably, he's a top 10 pick guaranteed. I imagine. I don't see how he falls out. Yeah, he's getting like block and a half, 2 blocks a game in college.
Yeah, they say he's from San Diego, California. So he's playing for USC right now. So we'll see. If he's a top thing, then he's definitely on our radar. I'm sure
he's
scouts
6'11".
Yeah,
he's a power forward. 6'11". Yeah. He played power forward / center. He played both, but he can space the floor.
He's about 7 foot. They said.
Yeah, he's up right around there, 6'11", 7.
Jeez.
He's like LaMarcus Aldridge, but a little more athletic. If you could get him, you could like build around him. He's the one dude I thought in the draft. I was like, dang, that dude looks good because he's a big who can kind of do it all. That's a guy
that we need because as of right now, we all watched the game, right? Like you could tell, like what we were lacking was
it's so simple. It's like LaMarcus Aldridge style. Tim Duncan kind of like just real simple. Of course, he'll never be Tim Duncan. He don't have the profile. He's not thick enough. Tim Duncan's a little bigger. But, like, he's definitely more of the Marcus Aldridge, maybe a little more athletic. Wow. I really think he could probably be that type of player. Except LaMarcus Aldridge is old as crap right now. But, that's the only point.
Yeah, this guy's
he's fat.
Yeah, he looks really thin. But I could even see potential. Maybe is he a good shooter or like what is he like? What do you see him?
Yes, he can shoot mid-range 3 pretty well.
So would you compare him more to like a Chris Bosh type?
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Yeah, except he could probably add a little more to his frame. He's like
Evan Mobley. He's a guy from USC. Yeah. So would you say Chris Bosh is a good comparison?
Yeah, it's not bad. I just watch his highlights. They're not complicated. It's not like he's doing just fancy dunks and it's all. No, it's like he's doing good post moves and a good range of jump shots and layups and dunks and passes and dribbling and good defense. He's got it all. He seems like a big man who could pretty much not get exposed and, pick and roll and everything too. He's not just super bad defender. He's pretty good.
So what do you guys think about the lineup? Like he didn't really use the bench today and it's just kind of like
bro, I don't know why we're not playing Matt Thomas.
I don't know either. It's like, I don't know. It's just frustrating, man. Just to even like I'm like at this stage where it's just like put some guys in, like switch it up, man. Like you're down, I get it, but like come on, Lynn. Like, why do we sign these guys? If they're not going to play, then why do we sign them? Last year we had our bigs actually playing.
Because it looks weird to go into the year with 10 people on the roster.
Honestly, like he's
that
literally
seems like the only reason.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. You were saying?
I was just saying, it seems like the only reason we signed them is just so we got more than 10 people going into the season.
Yeah, honestly. And it's frustrating to say the least. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, this team is just pathetic right now. At this point, it's just like, I'm not going to say they're pathetic because I did see good things from OG Anunoby. I was actually impressed on what I saw from him. He was actually playing pretty well. Dribble? Yep, he was playing pretty well, like 20 points, 8 rebounds, 1 steal, I mean, like 8 for 10 from the field goal.
He averaged on the season.
Pardon? Oh, what's he averaging
in the season? I'm kind of curious what he's going to average by the end of the year too.
Yeah, I got to pull that up. I'd have to go to the other place and grab it, but I'm just looking at what happened tonight. But yeah, he's pretty efficient tonight. 8 for 10. from the field goal. Like he's pretty good. Like he had a good game. I mean, like nothing wrong with him. It has nothing to do with him. Siakam, nothing wrong with Siakam. Siakam actually was 9 for 14 from the free throw line and 11 for 21. So he played his part, you know, like he was a workhorse tonight. Like I'm not gonna sit down here. It has nothing to do with Siakam. Fred VanVleet, on the other hand, he had a pretty bad game. He did not play well at all.
He was all right. He wasn't anything special, but he was all right.
38 minutes, 13 points, 4 rebounds. Okay, he had 7 assists. I think, yeah, you know what, though, at the end of the day, it's like I said, we got to get more. Aaron Baines over here, 0 points. Chris Boucher, he put up something. Norm Powell, he's trying to find himself, I guess. Alex Lynn, 1 point, 1 rebound in 11 minutes.
Disgusting.
Yeah, disgusting. Malachi Flynn, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, and then his whole entire stat sheet was 0-0-0. And
bro, he missed like 3 shots.
Bro, he took one shot. He took 1 shot. I'm looking at the stats. He took 1 shot tonight.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, we need to play Malachi. Malachi's the year. He looks awful.
Yeah, well, obviously he's gonna look bad. He's a rookie. He needs at least some sort of minutes.
No, my argument for playing Malachi Flynn is so you don't play Kyle Lowry 40 minutes a night and run him into the ground. That's more of a reason to play Flynn than Flynn's actual production.
Want to hear how much minutes Kyle Lowry played tonight? 38 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Malachi Flynn played 3 minutes.
I'm just Siakam play.
So, John Doe, I think you're on something right there, bro. I think you nailed it.
Siakam play.
Siakam played 38 minutes. Fred VanVleet, 38 minutes. Kyle Lowry, 38 minutes. Literally, the 4 guys played about 38 minutes, and then Norm Powell came in and played 26. Aaron Baines,
you want to run Fred 38 minutes? Cool, he's 26. You want to run Pascal 38 minutes? Cool, he's 26 and needs time, needs the reps, needs the shots. You want to run Kyle 38 minutes? We got a problem. The dude's almost 35. Like, chill the heck out.
I'm scared he might get injured with how much he's carrying.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Oh, man.
Kyle did have a dang good game, though. I mean, you can't argue that.
Yeah, he definitely did. But it's kind of like you can see the team. That was a game they could have potentially won. But the problem was just kind of like there was no rebounding. There's no big men. There's nothing. Like, why don't we just send Baines back to freaking Phoenix? Like, I don't get it.
Yo, but
they don't want the roster spot taken up by him.
Oh,
their bench is looking nice.
Yo, but one thing, Lowry's raising his trade value a lot.
Yeah, he is. But it's kind of like you have to understand.
Trade value's always been.
Yeah, his trade value is always there. But the thing is, he's playing monstrous games right now, right? And the thing is, though, of course his trade value is always going to be there. Kyle Lowry's a hot commodity, right? But the thing is just kind of like, what do we get for him? And then it's kind of like, are we tanking? Like, we got to really start asking these questions. To me, I'm looking at the first 15 games. By the first 15 games,
Markelle Fultz exit games in a wheelchair with a knee injury.
Oh, jeez. Oh, he tore his ACL?
No, he's out for a year.
Oh, gosh. Poor guy, man. And it's literally January, so he's going to be gone till – and this guy's been – this guy –
And the Knicks beat the Jazz 2 games in a row, and the Raptors are 1-6. What the heck is 2020?
2021, bro. 2020 going into 2021. Yeah, it's horrendous.
The same, though. Like, nothing – this is still crazy. Like, nothing has slowed down.
Yeah, literally. It's just the same garbage. I'm just kind of like, I'm like, what's going on? Like, come on, can we figure this out? Or what's the, like at this point, I don't even think
the Thunder beat the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Like, with who? With who? Who do they have on their team? They sold everyone. How did they beat Zion and they not play? What the heck?
Bro,
good question.
Shoots so many threes against us and makes them.
Yeah.
Right. And Bradley Beal dropped 60-something points in a loss, 70.
Wow.
I don't know. Wow. He was way up there.
He was going ballistic. Jeez. So I'm looking at it.
In a loss, they let him take everything.
Look at that. Yeah, the OKC Thunder beat the Pelicans 111-110. The Bucks beat Detroit by 15, 130-115. The Boston Celtics defeat the Miami Heat. The Jazz, you're right. The Knicks defeat the Jazz. Oh, man.
2 games in a row.
Yeah. 2 games in a row. Bradley Beal did score 60 points, but in a loss to Joel Embiid's 38. Orlando defeated Cleveland. Indiana defeated
You got to give Bill credit, though. He shot like 6 of 8 from 3 or something.
Oh, yeah. You're right on that. And then, the Clippers are currently playing right now. The Bulls are currently playing Sacramento right now. So it's 108-105. Bulls are on top. And then, now it's 89-83. And the Clippers are losing right now to Golden State Warriors. So I don't know, man. It's just tough, man. This is just a tough one, man. I'm just kind of like, I'm like literally watch the game and I'm just seeing so many things that our last year's squad could have done that this squad we just don't have rebounding. I think I don't know. Is that what
we have a backup center starting, and we need a starting center, and I would be happy if we could give an above average starting center. That would take our team to where it was last year.
I don't even call those guys. I see Alex Lynn and Baines as a third string center. That's if your backup center gets injured, because they're not even going to bring productivity. Like, they're third string at this point. Like you said, marketing. What's going on with marketing? What's going on with marketing? Like, what's going on with him? Is he injured or something? Is he a guy that we could pick up, or is he on the is he injured? He got COVID? What's going on?
I think he's sitting out right now injured, but I'm not sure. There's Marvin and Bagley I've heard about, but Bagley's dad never shuts up, so I don't know how that would work.
Bro, honestly, it'd be worth something, though, because he is younger and
potentially he's a good player. He's a good player.
And he has a great he could blend in and mesh with the players that we have.
Also, what's our draft pick is. If we have a top 10 draft pick, we may not need to pick somebody up. We may just go that route. Because you can trade the top 10 draft pick for a center, or you could draft one.
Yeah. It seems like Markkanen is out. Yeah, for the protocols of COVID. So he's out, bro. He's out for at least. He's going to be out for a little while.
If say we have like a number 8 pick, number 10 pick or something, and Evan Mobley's not there, you might could ship that for somebody to improve the team. That's a good pick. That may be like a Norman Powell at the deadline. If your pick's not great at the deadline, if it's if your pick's like 8, 9, 7, something like that, you could trade him, Norman Powell, Kyle maybe even, and you could probably get something pretty dang good in return.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you're onto something. The thing is, though, it's just, to me, I don't even look at Norm as the issue. I'm just looking at more of the center position, because it's kind of like we still don't have. I know.
I'm willing to offload any one of the guards to get a center with a pick.
Okay.
To get a center that's actually going to contribute to the Toronto Raptors, besides Chris Boucher, because he's been stellar.
Yeah, like God, who do you think is the best solution? Like, what do you think we should do just to get, I don't know, who do you think we should get, if we can get anybody at all?
It's going to be hard to make the playoffs. Like, with our record, we're going to have to win a lot of games in a row.
Yeah,
I don't expect it. Not with the centers we have.
I don't
even if we make the play. Even if we make the playoffs, we're going to do nothing. So I don't see the management going for it this year.
Yeah, I don't think. But with the players we have there, it's just especially the centers.
I mean, Pascal dropped 32, Kyle 24, and we lost.
But look at the rebounding. There was no the rebounding was pathetic. There was no rebounding.
I know, but I don't see how we improve that without making moves.
Yeah,
and I don't think we do that to try and go to the playoffs. I think we make moves to just say, you know what? Let's try to get a good trade for something, for a center. Use our draft pick to do that, or draft somebody. Because Masai Ujiri hasn't had a top 5, top 10 pick in a long time. I'm kind of curious what he would do with it.
You know what I realized? Yeah. When I was watching this game, it was all of a sudden there's a 5-point lead, and then it turned into a fucking 12-point lead.
Yeah. Yeah. We were. The funny thing was, at one point we were even up, right? You do recall?
It was like the second quarter when we were up, though. We were playing catch up all third quarter.
Yeah,
all fourth quarter.
Yep, you're right. And this is the problem. We're always playing catch up. We're always trying to basically, it's just like this
It's
whole
too
entire
early in
season.
the year to project we're going to have a top 5 pick, but I don't see how Baines gets a lot better and we win a bunch of games. So I think we
Yeah.
need to just kind of chill our expectations for this year. Because even with Pascal dropping 32 and you're not winning games, obviously this isn't going to get a whole lot better.
It's not at all, man. It's Pascal Siakam even outplayed Devin Booker tonight. Like he
And we
outplayed
lost.
No, we lost. Yeah, he was. If
So
you look at
obviously there's some holes in the team that needs to be fixed outside of Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, OG
it
Anunoby.
has nothing to do with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, Kyle Lowry, and OG Anunoby at this point. I think it has more to do with the bench and then the
Alex
power
Len,
forward and
defense in general. I agree.
and Nick Nurse's coaching strategy. He needs to figure out what he wants to do because what he's doing right now is a lot of players' agents are going to be upset at the way he's playing the players. You know what I mean? Like he's not playing. You get all these guys like look, where's Rondé? Even Rondé Hollis Jefferson would be a great player on this team right now. Why don't we just go get him? He was excellent for us last year. He was playing pretty big.
Yeah, the thing is, who do we cut?
Dude, there's a whole bench over there. Like go cut what's his name? What's this guy's name over here? The guy who played for the Warriors. What's his
Because
name?
Bembry's not getting any time.
Cut McCaw. Patrick McCaw. We don't need him. He's
Yo,
not playing anyways.
Those are guaranteed contracts. You don't want to do that.
Whatever, man. Yeah, you're right. Okay, you're right. We don't want to. Come on, but at the end of the day, it's guaranteed money. That the reality is we're not getting any production out of him. So why not just try to get rid of him?
I get what you're saying. We maybe one of the two, like a Jalen Harris or something.
No, Jalen Harris, we got to keep him just because we drafted him. He's gonna go. We're gonna ship him to the G League. Like we don't want to just throw him away, right? Like we got to figure out what we can, what worth he has to us. But as far as to me,
we got 97 shooting guards, so that's the only reason.
Yeah. We got to get rid of somebody. Like I don't understand why Rondé Hollis Jefferson. The guy got cut.
I think he wants a starting job, though. I think that's a lot of the problem. I think he's been fighting for a starting job.
No, he's not even on a roster. He's
not even on a roster. He got cut. He got cut by Timberwolves, and he's just sitting.
Yeah, I think he got cut because he wanted a starting role and not come off the bench. Same thing why the Raptors didn't pick him up. I think that's why the Raptors didn't pick him back up, though. It's because remember he got mad because we didn't play him in the playoffs.
Jeez.
Yeah, but he doesn't. He's not a starting player.
He's not a starting player, bro. If that's what was on his mind, then okay, man. Then he may have to go, bro. Like he may not. We may not even have to deal with him because, dude, you're not even a starting player, bro. Like if anything, you're a bust, but you're just working hard and you're grabbing rebounds and doing things that we need you to do. You know.
I agree.
It's like this guy got cut, man. Like, well, come on, man. Like you should be in the league. Like you shouldn't even be talking. You should be like, you know what? Let me just figure out where I fit in. At this point, the Raptors were the best place for him. If that's what he's doing, then like, come on, man. Like this is a time where you would be needed. You know, you're necessary for us. Like right now, we don't even have anything.
I'll tell you what, we're like number 1 or number 2 in the draft right now, and I don't expect it to stay the same. But if they do, they keep calling Cade Cunningham comparing him to Luka Doncic and stuff. I mean, I don't want another point guard, but I think that's a little crazy.
No, I actually did see him. I actually saw an Oklahoma State game. I forgot who they were playing. He did look pretty good. He was very fundamentally sound. We're not going to see him in a tournament because Oklahoma State is not allowed to go to the tournament for whatever reason. So, yeah. You could watch him now.
I like Evan Mobley, though. If I had a top 5 pick, I'd take him.
Yeah, I agree with you. If we have to get a center, then let's get the biggest. Let's get the 7-foot guy who can shoot and play versatile, and let's start developing him.
Center.
Yeah, let's get that. Let's get that going because you know what? At this point, bro, I need that, and that the league is scarce.
Just go ahead. Go ahead and look him up. I want you to look up Evan Mobley when we're done because you won't be disappointed. It's not flashy. It's that Aldridge type game, the almost Tim Duncan kind of type, just not as physical, huh?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just want Cade.
He's different than Porzingis. Porzingis is not near as physical on defense as he is.
Porzingis is injury prone. Porzingis is a good player, but he's always injured. That's the problem with Porzingis. I would love to have Porzingis.
I would say Evan Mobley's a little bit more physical on defense, and can fill out a lot more. He could add another 10 pounds, 15 pounds pretty easily.
Okay. Definitely.
But he's what you would call a skilled big man.
He's a skill. That's what we need. That's what we need. Somebody who can do different things. You know,
He can
the
actually
bruiser would
put
be
the
great.
ball on the floor, dribbles pretty good, and make a good pass off the dribble.
See, like
He's
that,
not,
like
he's not
that would
completely
be
one
great.
dimensional.
Like a guy like him would be great if that's the case, and that's what he's bringing to the table.
That's why he's projected to go anywhere from 3 to 6, I think, usually, and from what mocks I've seen. And we're projected to have the number 2 pick right now, so that's not just crazy. I don't expect that to hold up, but you never know with the way this.
I want to try to trade up for Cade if possible.
He's saying Evan Mobley. That's the guy he's talking about. God, but
yeah, I wouldn't trade up if I got a 3 to a 6 pick. 8, and Evan Mobley's there. I'm not trading up. I'm taking Evan Mobley. He fits the team better, and I think I like the prospect. He does everything you're gonna want to need, and big man win you games.
Lowry eventually.
Yeah, he looks. I like him. He looks very wiry too. Like he has good bounce and everything like that.
Super good balance.
Yeah, and like he's wiry, like he's very mobile, and he's very. You could see the athleticism.
Like
I'm actually looking at him right
Aldridge is what he reminded me of. Was fastest LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, more thinner as well too. But
he can put on a little more weight.
He kind of has the frame of an but a little bit more bigger, kind of like he kind of looks like Bol almost.
Yeah, but with a lot better coordination.
Yeah, better coordination because Bol's coordination is off. Bol's an amazing player though. If we could have Bol, that'd be excellent. Like, you know what I mean? I don't understand why we can't get something like that. You know what I mean? Like, jeez. But yeah.
Not that he's got better coordination, but I think he's just a little thicker, a little more solid defensively than a Bol. Bol's like a Boucher. Yeah, a Bol's like a Boucher. He blocks a lot of shots, but I think that Evan Mobley's going to be able to put his body on defenders better than Bol will.
Hold on, what I was looking. So I looked at like this one article. Apparently, there's going to be a 3-way bidding war if Lowry is available between the Clippers, Philly, and Miami for Lowry.
Who are they going to give us though?
Fucking Miami, Precious Achua, Iguodala, Leonard, and picks.
Precious Achua is not a bad player. He had 15 and 13 against us, 15 points, 13 rebounds, and he's a rookie, I think. But I don't know enough about him. That's just one
I don't know
game.
enough about him. I would actually prefer having this guy that you're showing me here. What's his name? I'm actually watching his highlights right now as we're talking. Evan Mobley. Now that the fact that you even showed me him is going to have me watching and looking at some USC games when I can, like whenever they're playing. I'm sure I'll try to catch one if I can this week or next week, but this guy looks pretty good. I like his defensive versatility.
Tell you this. I
like the
truly do
versatility
believe
defensively.
I'll tell you this. I truly do believe even if the Toronto Raptors don't get Evan Mobley, it's a good idea to watch him because whatever team that gets him is going to have a great player. I do believe that. He's not very boom or bust to me. Cade Cunningham is compared to Luka Doncic. I think there's a chance he's Luka, and I think there's a chance that he's nowhere near Luka. I think Evan Mobley, there's a good chance that he's just Evan Mobley, just almost like a LaMarcus Aldridge, but maybe just a little better on offense.
I see. The funny thing is with him, I think he's more better than Marcus Aldridge as far as defensive, like his defensive versatility.
He flows into the offense more in defense. He's a little fleeter of foot. He's not as slow.
Yeah, exactly. And his ball handling is much better than Aldridge's as well. He can bring the ball up court.
His scoring is Aldridge-esque. His scoring. But his dribbling and ball movement is not LaMarcus-esque. It's much more front to the basket, not back to the basket.
Yeah, he's looking really good, man. Like I like what I'm seeing from him. I like what I'm seeing. I see I could see a potential, Chris Bosh type of guy coming. This guy looks kind of even like a Bol when he brings the ball up court. Like I see a lot of great. Yeah, this is a good find. I don't know where you found this guy from, but this is a good find, man. Like this is a good prospect right here. He needs to improve his free throw shooting. I looked at all the big men and I said, who could we put next to Pascal that wouldn't screw the spacing up, ball handling, ball movement, and defense? Evan Mobley fit all them things, and I think he would actually improve them all in a pretty good way because he's just so solid in all areas. Yeah, his free throwing is kind of shaky, but he has room to improve that. He's only 19 right now. So he's a good player, though. I like what I'm seeing from him.
That's also why I think he'll put on another 15 pounds and be even better defensively. That's where he's going to be bigger than Bol.
Yeah, I could
Not
see
height,
that too.
but weight.
Yeah, he looks really good. Look at him. Like he's playing. He's out there. He's out there doing his thing, yo. For real. He's out there doing his thing.
Just look at him if we end up with a top 5 pick around the All-Star break or something.
Yeah, you're right on that. Yeah. If we can, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. We'll see, though. Honestly, I think
we're projected at 1 or 2 right now, and I don't know how good if we'll go on a run, winning a bunch of games. But if we don't, then that's definitely a player to look at.
Could you guys potentially see us going on a run? Like, God, do you see a run coming or not?
Yeah, I think we will have a run, but like, I think at one point we're gonna have like a 10-game run or something like that. Like, I don't want. I just want to pick. I want a high pick.
You want a high pick? Yeah, I prefer. Like, honestly, with this lineup, I don't want to go and lose to the Orlando Magic like in the first round or something like that. We'll play the Brooklyn Nets and get swept. You know what I mean? So like,
bro, I'm just like in like my head. I'm just like, was Ibaka that important?
Yeah, you could see it now. Like you could even see Marcus Sol. Marcus Sol was better than Aaron Baines.
No, but I get that. Listen, I get that. But like, we were a 60-win team last year. Now we're on pace for like 30 wins.
Like, yeah, it's looking like that unless some crazy ass run goes down. But literally 6 games in, and then who do we have next? We have what team do we playing next? We're playing Charlotte. Is it Charlotte next?
I have no clue.
Yeah, we're playing the Kings next. How are the Kings looking? What's their record right now currently?
Better than us.
Yeah, the Kings are about to win against the Bulls. They lost to the Warriors. They lost to the Rockets. They lost to the Rockets again. They beat the Nuggets. They lost to the Suns. They beat the Suns. They beat the Nuggets. So it looks like, I don't know, the Kings are whatever. They are better than us. Can we beat them tomorrow? Tomorrow as in Friday. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Man, I gotta go.
Yeah, you be all right, bro. We'll talk to you. We'll see you, bro. We'll be on live on after the Kings game. So yeah.
All right.
All right, peace, bro. Yeah. So yeah, John Doe. So what do you think? You think we can beat them or not?
When is the Kings game?
Yeah, the game starts at 10, so we'll probably be on after like 12 or whatever on Friday night, going into the Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm not making predictions.
No, it's on. The game's on Friday night. God, it's on Friday night, bro.
Right. Is there a game on Sunday or?
Yeah, I think there's a Sunday game. Yeah, we'll do the Sunday as well. They're playing. Who they playing on Sunday? Game. Yeah, Sunday's going to be against the Warriors. So yeah, that's a big game. So yeah,
no, I'm not watching that.
You're not watching that.
I gotta watch the wild card weekend.
Oh, wild card weekend. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna be watching that too because it's Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. I'll probably be watching that too. I'll chime in. What is this? We'll see. I'll probably do a stream just because of that, just because of the history, and then we play the Blazers after that, and then the Hornets twice, and then the Mavericks, the Heat again. Oh man, the Pacers twice, the Bucks. Bro, it's gonna be a rough schedule.
See you guys.
All right, bro. Take it easy, bro. So yeah, God, what's your take on that though? Like, what do you think? What's your take, bro?
I don't know. I haven't. We may go on a losing stint because this record's not looking great. I mean, not record. Opponent schedule.
Yeah, it's not looking good at all, bro. Like honestly, it's funny you say Evan Mobley would actually be good. He would look good on the team right now.
Yeah, like that's why I looked at all the guys and was like, who's plug and play? Who makes our team better?
Yeah, he's doing things.
Like Evan Mobley.
Yeah, he's doing things that, like, he had a game. I'm looking at it. They had a game against UC Irvin. He scored about 22 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. You know what I mean? So he's putting up numbers. You know, he's the top.
He's doing good blocks and steals and stuff too.
Yeah, definitely.
And the way he scores things like it translates to the NBA. It's not no goofy ways to score. It's solid fundamentals.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also a lot of hustle too. I see a lot of hustle in this guy here. That's the thing. A lot of times you get a lot of guys.
Lazy.
Yeah, you get a lot of guys that come in. There's no hustle to their game. Like they ain't even. This guy's over here. I get it. Some guys are old. Like, you know, once they hit 30, 33, 34, 30, 36, whatever, 35, 40 years old. Their friggin' knees are hurting, so I get it.
He's one of my favorite prospects in the draft, especially for us because we need a big man.
Yeah,
I don't know if we end up with a top 5 pick, but if we do, I don't care. If it was even number 1, I'm still going Evan Mobley because I don't think Cade Cunningham becomes Luka Doncic. Like, I'm not betting on that.
Yeah, I know. That seems like, I know he's a really good player. Supposedly, he's one of the greatest high school players to ever come out, just off of, I think, sheer like efficiency and all types of stuff like that. Like they said, he's supposed to be really, really good. Like the guys,
maybe he does. Maybe it translates. I don't know. I'm not looking at point guards either, though. So
yeah. There's a guy, I don't know if you've seen him, Jalen Green, but he's really athletic. He's compared to like the likes of like the Tracy McGrady's and Kobe Bryant's.
I'll put it to you this way: the way our roster is constructed, I don't think we need to go boom or bust.
Yeah,
give me a top 5 rated player that is just going to be a top 5 rated player in the draft.
Yeah.
Like if Evan Mobley comes out as a slightly better LaMarcus Aldridge, you put that next to Pascal and OG, I'm 100% good with it. Yeah. Like I'm not trying to go for the make or break. I'm trying to get the team back to where it was without having to do anything crazy.
Yeah.
If you got a top 5 pick and you can get Evan Mobley, I think that immediately jumps you back up a little because I think he's going to be a pretty good rookie.
Yeah, he looks
I think his fundamentals are so sound that he'll be pretty good.
Yeah,
he don't have anything that makes me go, oh no, that's a weakness.
Yeah, hopefully we can get that guy, bro. What's your take on the guy, Jalen Suggs? You think, like, I know he's a point guard. You're not really interested in point guards, but what's your take on him overall, though? He's been doing pretty well at Gonzaga.
I found this is a guard-heavy class.
Yeah,
there will be. I saw Cade Cunningham. I saw Green, and then there was like 4 more guards, a small forward, and only 1 center and a power forward in the top 10.
Oh wow. Okay. So yeah, that's definitely a guy that we should.
Yeah, like there's not a lot of options in this year up top 10, 12 for big guys. And Evan Mobley, though, luckily he's like top 5 rated. Like I've seen him go projected anywhere from 3 to 5. So I don't know that we'll ever end up that high at the end of the year, but if we do, that's the guy I would 100% go after over everybody else.
Yeah.
Because I think his floor is really high.
Yeah. I could see I see where you're coming from on that standpoint. I see where you're coming from. I from what I see already, I'm really impressed by him. I actually like what I'm looking at. He looks very good. He looks, like I said, I like the fact that he's very mobile. I like the fact that he's a hustler. He's out there really going out there, pushing up and down the court. You could tell he's controlling a lot of momentum that's going on the court there. So that means that tells me a lot right there.
I like that he had an array of moves to finish around the basket with either hand or shoot the ball.
That's right. And from what I'm seeing right here, this could be a potential, like, who am I looking at? Like, who's a center? Like, just a guy from the past. He reminds me of maybe, like, even potentially like Kevin Garnett. No, with the minus the intensity.
Here's what I have. It's exactly. I seen a comment that said he reminds me of KG just without the thug.
Yeah, there you go.
That was the actual words, without the thug.
Yeah, the intensity and the goon in him.
I don't think he'll ever be the generational defender Kevin Garnett is.
No, not at all. KG's a beast.
I think he's got more of a variety like Chris Bosh offensively, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing more of that's what I'm seeing. KG, Chris Bosh, like those two guys are what I'm seeing out of him. If we can get any of those two guys, or we can get
like a mixture of them two put next to Pascal and OG, like that's like I would go with that over everything else. Like screw a Cade Cunningham. You can give me anything close to a Chris Bosh, Kevin Garnett hybrid. Like sign me up for that. That's two-way dominant.
That's Hall of Fame basketball. That's a Hall of Fame basketball.
Right. Even if he's just a light version and he's only giving you 1.5 blocks a game, 3-4 assists, playing good defense, but he's giving you 18, 17, 16 points a game in his rookie year and can build off that. Because I really think if you play him at starting center his rookie year, he's giving you 16 points a game probably.
Yeah,
I don't see how he wouldn't. Like his offense is so solid, fundamentally sound. Like I don't see he's one of the guys coming in that I like that I didn't see a lot of weaknesses. Like, oh, he won't be able to score at this spot or at this spot.
Nah,
like, I think he's good at getting to his spot with his handle.
Yeah, you're right. I don't see any either. I'm looking at him right now, just off of him alone. Like he looks pretty good, you know.
I watched player breakdowns of him too. And they were talking about how he seemed like one of the better prospects that wasn't maybe not had the highest ceiling ever, I don't think he will become ever Chris Bosh. I don't think he'll become Kevin Garnett. But I don't ever think he'll become like a Hassan Whiteside either, just rebound and just block shots. Like this dude's got an arsenal offensively. He puts up points, rebounds, assists. He can move the ball too. He's not a black hole. Like he can assist, move the ball, and that's a rookie at 19. Like that's a lot of potential to become a playmaker too.
Mm-hmm. You're right on that. You're 100% right on that. What do you think of that guy Chet Holmgren?
I'll have to look more into him. That's one of the ones I haven't seen.
He's a high school player right now. I don't know if the NBA didn't have the high school rule,
we're going to be recruiting anybody that's over 6'8" because
the guy is like 7'1" or something like that. He's like 7'1".
Right. I don't care at this point. As long as he don't play like the dudes we got at center right now.
Nah, he's like the number one player in America right now. Like he's really good.
Ooh, I don't think we'll ever be that bad.
He's the best guy
this year.
Yeah,
I think we legitimately could have a top 10 pick this year. No, the problem is, I think if you can't get Evan Mobley with that top 10 pick, you have to trade it because I don't see anybody else there that's besides a guard. They're all guards. They're all guards. So I think that's why you trade the pick and maybe a guard on your team and try to get a center.
Yeah.
Because if you can get a top 10 pick and Norman Powell and maybe a future second, you could get a good center with that. You might get like a Miles Turner or something.
Yeah, Miles Turner's pretty good. Like he's
like you might get something. You may get better than that. Like top 10 picks go for quite a bit. Yeah. They were talking about trading Pascal for a top 3 pick or whatever, the number 2 pick, whatever.
I would.
So
you know
what I mean? You know what I mean? So right. So you're talking about like if we get like a top 8, 10 pick, like you can put that Norman Powell and in the future 2 together to get a good player to start at center, whether that be a Miles Turner or somebody else.
But I don't think honestly, if we have a top, preferably, I don't even want a top. I'm looking for more of a top 5 pick. I want to get in that top 5
I'm just saying, even if it's top 10, like that's not horrible to put together to get something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something young.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. We got to figure it out because we don't have any big men. We have no big men.
Right.
What I'm seeing,
we have draft picks. We're not out on draft picks. We've got all our draft picks besides the second.
Yeah. What I'm seeing right now is this team isn't going to do anything anytime soon. They have a tough schedule, and the problem is they don't have any bigs, and they're lacking the rebounding and the shot blocking and just other tools that could help them.
We would be royally screwed if we didn't have our first round draft pick this year.
Yeah. You're right on that. I don't know. Nick Nurse too, though. He is a part to blame, though. Like, listen, in times
he looks so sad on the sideline sometimes.
Yeah, he to the point where it's just kind of like, and I think he knows it too. Like he knows it because he's just kind of like he doesn't know how to use his lineups, and you can start to see now. I understand why Kawhi Leonard potentially was like, you know what, man, I don't want to play here because if I'm here for too long, he might run me down to the ground. You get where I'm coming from? And it's like 38 minutes. And Kawhi, I get it. You know, some games he plays, some games he doesn't. But it's kind of like, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to be able to put some guys.
Oh, yeah. He got every bit out of Kawhi he could down to the last shot. I don't really blame him. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, you're right on that. Yeah, you're right on that, man.
Well, I think this probably about wraps it up, don't it?
Yeah, definitely wraps it up, bro. So we'll be back with I guess on what?
Let's just hang our heads in shame and look to our future top 10 picks, you know.
Yeah, most definitely. So yeah, we'll be back on
It's great for someone to get Aaron Baines back to his fan club, wherever that is outside of Toronto and Tampa Bay.
Yep, definitely. You're right on that. So Friday it is. Friday we'll be back. Yeah, definitely check us out, bro. We'll be back. All right. So take care, Rondo. See you Friday, bro. Peace.
Peace.
Yep.